Hello and welcome back. Survival Saturday with Johnny Tiger and this weird looking creature, Kitten. Brazilian Jiu Jitsu gi. Pretty badass. Today is Saturday, September 5th, 2021. Actually, it says 5th or 4th. I think it's 5th. We'll just go with that. We'll go with. Actually, no. Today is 4th. Sorry. Today is September 4th. I get my dates kind of mixed up sometimes, but anyway, you guys get the idea. Who knows? Maybe by the time some of you watching this, it might be 2025 or 2030. Hopefully, it's still around by then. Otherwise, we just do a lot of this work for nothing. Anyway, we've been talking about resistance band when we're doing fitness, and one word that keeps coming up is anchoring. Anchoring is when you anchor your resistance band against a partner, against a door, against any solid object, so you can, well, get resistance. The word anchoring also applies in a lot of self-defense principles. Anchoring is one of the main principles when dealing with someone trying to grab you, pull you, push you, and how to escape someone's grasp. So today we're going to look at some simple example of how that works. First, we'll look at grabbing the wrist because we've been looking at wrist grabs in the past. So we already looked at how if someone grabs your wrist like this, then you just slap the heck out of their forearm and they'll let go. But sometimes, and this actually happened to me before in ground fighting and grappling, when you reach out your arm to punch or you reach out to hammer fist, someone does this. They grab your wrist just as you're coming down. Now, you can probably still try to slap, but you will find that slapping this way is difficult. When the person got their arm pushing your arm back like that, because already you're struggling for balance. Right? If I push you like that, it's kind of hard to balance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this case, we want to change tactic and use one of the anchoring philosophy. What is the anchoring philosophy? You will, if I grab her right arm, like the right wrist from the bottom, like this, she will make a fist with the right hand, and she will reach across and grab her own fist with her left hand. Now her arm is anchored. Right? There's a solid connection that's preventing me from shoving too hard or pulling too hard. Now all she has to do is take a big step back and then pull both arms back. Okay? I wasn't prepared this time, so let's try this again. And I'm going to grab harder. Actually, I'm going to give myself all the advantage. I'm going to grab with both hands. Right? Make a fist, anchor, step back. Yeah, even with both hands, hard grab, it's really hard to keep my hold on it because she has such a good anchoring leverage that it's just yank the wrist right out of my hand. Now, I want to caution you guys on one thing because this actually happens to me quite often when I do this move. If you grab your own wrist and pull back, make sure that you try to pull to your hip or to your hip. Don't pull towards your face because if you pull towards your face the moment the person let go, you're going to deck yourself in the face.
No.
That happened to me a lot, actually quite embarrassing. Okay, uh, so yeah, when you do a move like that, make sure you think about is it going to rebound into your face when the person let go. Next, we're going to look at something. Actually, she mentioned that happened to blind people a lot. By the way, guys, this is really annoying. So don't do it. Okay, if you see a blind person on the street, if you have a blind relative, blind friend, if you think they need to go somewhere, if you think you can help them, come up to them. Hey, need an elbow? Okay, here's my arm. Grab my arm. And here we go. Where do you need to go? Right? That's what you need to do. Okay, don't come up to the blind person and go like this. Come with me. This is like abduction. We don't know where you are going with us. We don't know if you know or don't know where we are going. And we don't know, sometimes we don't even recognize who you are. It's not nice. Okay, you wouldn't like it. Someone do it to you. So don't do it to a blind person. So that's it. Someone come up to you, grab your arm, and start pulling away. Now, if it's a friend or family, someone who just want to be helpful, that's fine. You do what she does, which is she stand her ground. She doesn't go with them. And eventually they'll go like, what the heck? Why aren't you coming with me? Yeah, they'll open their mouth. Okay? So that's okay. That's easy. But what if it's a genuine bad guy? A genuine bad guy is going to be very aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in this case, we're going to do, again, use the anchoring philosophy. But this time, she is going to anchor against her own pants. So the moment the grab come on, the moment she feels this hard tug and feel herself stumbling toward the person, she will try to grab her own belt or her own pen. Okay? Watch the difference. Without grab, when I pull, the arm is like a ragdoll. Right? If she can snag her own pen or belt, it's way more solid. Now it's a struggle for me. Okay, so once she anchors this, number two, she is going to take a big step to the side like a side lunge. And number three, she's going to lift her elbow up to the back like a high hook, like that. That will extract her arm. And also, once the arm is free, this arm can come down as a hammer fist right into the gut. That other arm can come around as a hook into the rib cage. She's ready to fight. Okay? So let's look at that again. Someone come up to you and do this. If it's just gentle pressure, then you can just hold your ground. But if the person insists, tugging, sidestep, yeah, extract your arm, get ready to battle. Get ready for the next battle. That's her text message. Okay, so one more example of anchoring. Like I said, I don't like to teach techniques based on scenario because the more techniques you learn, the bigger of a chance you are going to get all confused when things happen. Uh, my hand go on top this way. I turn my wrist clockwise, counterclockwise. You are going to freeze up. Okay, this is like unless you clock in hundreds of hours doing this, most likely you are not going to be able to remember all the techniques when there's a serious threat going on. So for today's video, rather than remembering all the techniques, just remember anchoring, right? Anchoring. Whatever they grab, you want to anchor that against something. Anchoring by grabbing your own fist, anchoring by grabbing your own pen, or in the case of number three, someone come up in front of you and try to walk you back by grabbing both of your biceps, huh? Like security guard style. Of course, don't do that on security guard. If security guard wants you to go, just go. Right? Bouncer wants you to go, just go. Well, just in case, if some bully at a party, some family member to try to bully you, um, they grab you by the bicep. First thing, again, we're going to think about anchoring. And in this case, all you have to do is shake your own hand. I'm going to step to the side so you guys can see her arm position. She won't have to lift her arm. She can keep her arm in front of her belly and keep her arms clasped, keep her hands shaking each other like that, right? Like that. Yeah. And what's happened here is suddenly her arms are very stable. Rather than if she doesn't hold her own hand, right, let go of your own hand. When I push, the arm's going to separate. And one thing you guys will notice is the moment your arms start to swing out like this, you lose balance. You will lose balance the moment your arms go flailing out to the side or to the back. So by clasping your own hand, you keep that from happening. Okay? If the person shoves really hard, you will still lose your balance a little bit. But once you add the next step, which is once you clasp your own hand, you take an aggressive step forward, put your chest to the person's chest, and twist to the side. And yeah, stepping on my toe. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That works in real life too. What what are we looking at here? One, the hands clasped, the arms solid. So when she twists, the arm's not going to flail around. She's not going to hurt herself. The moment she takes that aggressive step forward, suddenly my attention is not on my grip. I'm thinking, okay, should I stand my ground or should I go back? Because I'm not expecting her to suddenly take that step toward me. And that is the moment when she twists to the side, she will extract at least one arm. And sometimes I will still have this one, the inside one. But now she has that arm free. She has the outside arm free, which means you can, most of you that have been watching the way I move know what I'm going to do. From here, come right back, hook right into the face, right into the rib cage, and that twisting back will free up the inside arm, which can come right back as another hook. Okay? Remember, a lot of time when we twist and turn in self-defense, we don't do it just to get free. We do it to set up a counter attack. Counter attack is a self-defense discipline. I the first one that I got a license to teach years ago, and the whole principle was built on every action. There's a reaction. Every strike, there's a counter strike. Every time when someone grabs you, think about rather than think about getting away, think about how do I get away in a way that would allow me to punish them for grabbing me. And it is getting quite late, so we are going to cut it short here and see you guys again tomorrow. Soul Search Sunday. But now, just remember anchoring with your hand, with your pants, uh, shaking your own hand, grabbing your own fist. That time when you can even just circle, cross your arm over, grab your own shirt on the shoulder. Okay? If you grab your own arm on the shoulder, grab your own shoulder, I would have a hard time pulling that arm. Right? Actually, uh, I want to quickly bring this in because uh, some of you might not know this, and this is a very useful thing to know. Right? Sometimes when you are carrying something really heavy, you can use the whole anchoring technique principle as well. Let me show you what I mean. I don't have something super heavy here, but this is relatively heavy. So we'll have Kitten hold this backpack just by the strap, just hold it in your hand by the strap. Yeah, just one hand, one hand.
Oh.
So if we ask Kitten to hold this and walk around the block a couple of times, she arms going to get tired, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now try this. Loop it over your arm and grab your own pants. Now, now, just let yeah loop it and grab your own pants. How does that feel?
More stable.
More stable, and your bicep and tricep don't get tired, right?
Right.
Because it's just hanging there. I mean, eventually your hands will get tired because you're grabbing your own pants. But this is a lot easier when you have to carry a jug of milk or something like that home from the grocery store. Okay, let me I'll have a spatula. Thank you. I always say self-defense, martial art, it's not always about kicking butts, killing. A lot of times, the real benefits come with uh, how it will apply to your daily living. And in this case, anchoring will help you conserve way more energy when you have to carry a heavy load. How does it go? If there's a load you have to, you cannot bear and that you have to carry, well, now you know, anchor it. Anchor it against your own pants. I'm not going to carry your load for you. Well, thank you for checking out today's Survival Saturday. We'll be
Yeah.
back again tomorrow, Soul Search Sunday. Have a good night.
Bye.